Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is K-Trek, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Star Trek Online, but with all of the auto-fire stuff turned off, as you see me doing in the bottom corner. I've switched from the Odyssey class starship that you saw in the last episode to our Intrepid class. This is the legendary, legendary Voyager, legendary Miracle Worker multi-mission science vessel, Tier 6X. Here's the build over here. Phasers, mostly torpedoes. Again, we're going for kind of lore accurate, but also kind of not. I don't think it really matters too much to the survival of this ship. We do have the full Voyager set on here. And I believe the next mission that we're going to be playing, if we open up the list here, is Stranded in Space. This one is actually one of my favorites. Okay. Oh, that does not line up with the dialogue at all. Anyways, Admiral, I've received a report that a bullion freighter, the SS Azura, is more than 20 hours overdue for arrival at Earth's space dock. It may need assistance. Dana Brott is an experienced captain and the daughter of a former Starfleet officer. It's not like her to be out of contact. Your orders are to head out to sector space and find the Azura. I've already transmitted the ship's last known coordinates to your comm officer. Good luck. Now this mission is one of my favorites. I find that auto-navigate to this one. I don't know, I enjoy it a lot. It's one of the go-tos that I use whenever I'm testing out a new build. Ooh. All right, move in. Ooh. Here we go. We've arrived in system. I believe that's just the distress call repeating again. Keep tracking that distress signal, science officer. Oh, they've fully disabled her. She's venting drive plasma. Alright, you know what that means. It's time to move in. Sir, sensors are picking up several light attack craft on the intercept course. We will need to deal with them before we can render aid to the Azura. Full power to shields. Helm, take us within range. We're going to set our shuttlecraft to attack now. Our Arrow shuttle, we're actually going to deploy that. That's going to provide us a little bit of a combat bonus. Plus, it also has a Nadion detonator on board, just like we do, which gives us the ability to do this. There we go. I'm going to come about again. Try Cobalt Launcher. Let's see if we can bombard them. There we go. Severely, that did a severe amount of damage to them. I'm going to take these terraforming systems. We're not going to scan the hydrazine gas. I don't think we really need that right now. What we need to do is take ourselves right into the middle here. Warp speed. And then jump directly into him. That should disable his weapon systems for a little bit. Still got 5 seconds. Deploy gravity well. Gravity well I have as the temporal eddies hooked onto it. Torpedoes full spread. Alright. Recall all shuttlecraft. SS Azura, please. Let me know what's going on. Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation levels on the Azura. I've alerted the transporter chief of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azura. Away team, report to the transporter room. I'm going back out there. Right, transporter chief, what can you tell us?
Captain, I'm concerned about radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad and ready to go. Be careful, sir.
Try to keep a lock on us and prepare to transport survivors. Actually, it reminds me, let me swap to, where is it? To my phaser rifle today if we're going to be defending against the pirates. Alright, let's go. Beam us out. Sir, I'm picking up multiple life signs. Some of them are the Azura's captain and crew, but the rest are Orion. Plasma leaks are blocking our path to the survivors. We will need to use the consoles to safely vent the plasma. Rescuing survivors is our top priority here. Let's see what we can do. Here we go, the first plasma leak. But there is something in here. Sensors are picking up. Roll in a little bit so you can see the map. Here we go. This patient is showing signs of radiation poisoning. A hypospray of hyronalin will take care of the symptoms, but you will need to spend a few days in sickbay. Very well, let's administer aid. We are a science officer, so one of our science-specific goals here is to heal all of the crew members. What should I do now, sir? Get to the transporter room, please. Stand by for beam out. She's gonna go that way. We have to press on. Let us deal with this plasma conduit. Alright. Now let's go. Pirates. There we go. If anybody asks, our phasers are set to stun, and that's my reasoning. Oh, there we go. One down. Combat roll for style points, and we got another crew member over here. More hyronalin. Isn't that the same crew member? That is the exact same crew member. I guess you all have twin sisters. Yeah, he's gonna keep dying. He shows up for maybe 30 seconds at a time. I just find it hilarious every single time we're talking to somebody, he'll just collapse randomly. Yeah, he's fine. He's just doing his thing. More pirates. Hello, fall victim to me. I mean, that's not Starfleet. You should have surrendered when you had the chance. Nope, still not. Let's just apply treatment. Triplets. We have triplets on this ship. Get to the transporter room. Join your sisters. Or brothers. Or join your siblings. There we go. Bypass plasma conduits. And then we should be able to proceed forward here. Here we go. Scanning the warp core, Captain. Catastrophic failure of antimatter containment warp core breach is imminent. Unless the breach is contained, the Azura will be destroyed. Now, if you are an engineering captain, you actually get a chance to fix the warp core. And then that's your career-specific goal for this mission. And then for tactical, you get to activate a console, and you get to take out all of the enemies in this hallway with overloading the plasma conduits all over again. Right. And the Klingons are going to be showing up. Alright, I'll help you and your crew. Let's go back to the aft cargo bay. Transporters. They're the Klingons. Alright. Everybody stay with me. Move in. There we go. Gonna walk through our own chronometric inversion field. And that's the Klingons dealt with. There we go. Alright. Good work, team. Let's keep going. Captain, there must be a cloaked Klingon vessel in the area. We should alert the ship. Donninger, we have Klingons. Get to the transporter room. We're right behind you. Away team to Donninger. Are you ready for transport? It says the radiation levels are returning normal, but they're going to explode anyway. We don't have much time. Get these people off the ship now. Alright, we have them. Sensors detect Orion reinforcements on the way. We need you back on the bridge. Alright, team. I think that's just about everything. Let's get out of here, please. At our earliest opportunity. Beam us up. Alright. That just about does it. Let's move, move, move. Captain, incoming message from the Klingons. Putting it on screen. The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet's protection. Such bold claims. How dare they? Alright, phasers. It's like cobalt torpedoes. That should, yep, that severely disabled them. And that temporal anomaly is going to suck him in, and it's going to rip him apart. Gravimetric forces do a wonderful thing. And we got a Negvar class cruiser, or battleship. It is a battleship in this era. Fire that thing. Stand by. They don't seem to be targeting us, so we're going to take advantage of that. Torpedoes. Give me a standard photon. They're too focused on the shuttles to focus on us. Right, disable. And get us away from that explosion, please. He decided to explode right on top of us. Alright. Captain, we need to get within range and try to get a transporter log on Captain Brat. We'll save you. There we go in the top corner.
Broad, sir. Boosting containment. We have it, Captain.
Just in the nick of time. All shuttles return. Captain Brott is safely aboard, sir, and just in time, too. We got her just before the ship exploded. Captain Brott has requested that we take her and her crew to sector space. Starfleet will get them home from there. She said she would be happy to speak to you, if you wish.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What was your mission?
The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for trying it. I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way.
All
You
right.
saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Tell me about the Orions.
There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me.
Okay.
Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids.
I love that this is actually a canonical thing that the Klingon Empire has done. They've kind of vassalized both the Gorn hegemony and the Orion Syndicate to where both kind of can operate in an independent sense, but they really don't. They're all very closely allied with one another.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Just a little bit of lore building. What happened to the Azura?
We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but when the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce.
You hate it when that happens.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What will you do now?
Go back to Belarus for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Actually, I think that's all. Thank you, Captain. We're ready to leave the system on your command, sir. Helm warp factor 5.5. Get us out of here. Warp speed. That one wasn't too long. That was a pretty short mission. That went by pretty quickly.
Well done. You saved that crew just in time.
And we're going to collect the rewards. And just for the sake of letting everybody know that everything's okay, if I hit this button right here. He's going to warp in at some point. There we go. The Azura 2. Can we zoom out and see? There we go. So good to hear from you again. What do you think of my new ship? I'm going to be much more careful with this one, believe me. Perhaps there's something I could help you with. You'd like to buy some stuff, or maybe you want me to deliver some stuff. The fact that Captain Brott is doing quite all right with a new freighter it warms my heart. But that is about it, everybody. I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.